Okay, we are back, and now I'm going to take you through the presentation of خورشت فسنجون and or فسنجون stew. Just go ahead, take a look at this sauce. See how it turned out. See how brown it is. Now the sauce is ready. Now the chicken is also ready for me to add the sauce to, and this is what I will do. You add the sauce. Now you let this cook for another half an hour, so everything would blend and mix. I'm going to put some water in the sauce and add this to the pan. And Deborah, here is your خورشت فسنجون that you were asking me to show you how to cook. Now I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit. And at this point, it's optional. It's up to you what you want to do, but you have a choice. Either you can use some dry plum to this, but what I do normally is I don't add the plum to this. What I have done here is that I grated the plum with some water and made it to a saucy type of a solution, and then added to the stew, because that is more professional and that looks much better and it tastes much better. You won't have a plum in your mouth. You have a taste of a plum in every bite that you take. Okay, now I'm going to cover and at this point you'll see the difference between the color. And after 1 hour, when this starts cooking, it would be the same thing that we've got here. I'm going to let this simmer on a low. And I also told you about the rice with the lettuce at the bottom for tahdig. I took you through that. Very briefly, I say again, this is part of the فسنجون stew, but you can also do it separately if you want. You wash the rice till the water is clear. You let it boil, and then you drain it and put the lettuce at the bottom with some oil, just a touch of oil with some water, and put it on a low heat for an hour. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to first do the rice. I have cooked 2 rice. I've also cooked some rice in a rice cooker, which I would also show you that. See, and if you notice, even if when I cook in a rice cooker, you see how long grain and how beautiful the rice looks. Now, look at this. Someone asked me about the brand of my rice cooker and the kind of rice I use, and I told them, it's the cook that makes the rice. And so the rice cooker has nothing to do, it just does what I tell him to do. Okay, and now I'll do the rice with the lettuce. As you noticed, when I put this cloth over the lid, it was for the water to be absorbed. It's because I don't want the water to go, and it somehow locks the lid to the pan, so it gives it steamy surroundings for the rice to cook. So now let's pray and let's flip. Okay. Okay, now what you do is, let's pick it up so that it gives it just a design. And then what I do, I add some saffron. And because I cooked this for June, what I'm going to do also, I'm going to add some pomegranate on the top of the rice and around it. And of course, and that's the rice. Now I'm going to dish the stew. At this time, this stew, it's so blended and so mixed together that you have to be very careful when you dish it. Because the chickens are ready, you don't want the chickens to fall apart. And just go ahead and use your hand. Make sure it doesn't fall apart. Just look at the crust on the chicken. You see how walnut shows the pieces of walnut. And what I do is, I've got some walnut that I have soaked in water overnight and peeled the skin off and chopped them. Okay, we're done. Bon appetit. Enjoy, and please don't forget to let me know if you have any question and if there is anything that I can help you with. Thank you.